Nilo and the Enchanted Realm of Books, the City of Mirrors. Theme: love and accept yourself, inside and out. It was a quiet, rainy morning. Raindrops tapped gently against the round window of the magical library. Inside, everything felt warm and peaceful. Nilo sat at a cozy table in the magical library, a candle flickering nearby, as he looked through a photo album full of warm memories with Grandpa. Planting flowers, building birdhouses, celebrating birthdays. He smiled at first, but then his eyebrows pinched together. "Why do I always look so silly in these?" he muttered. "My smile looks weird in every photo. And my ears are so big." Battis watched from a nearby shelf, his tail flicking slowly. "Oh, kiddo," he said with a soft sigh, hopping down beside him. Nilo looked up, cheeks a little pink. "I was just saying." Battis flicked his tail and looked up at Nilo. "Are you ready for your next adventure, kiddo?" Nilo nodded. "Okay. Let's do it." Battis leaped gracefully up the shelf and pawed out a strange, shining book. The cover was silver and smooth, like a mirror. "There's no title," Nilo said, brushing his fingers over it. "That's because it shows your story," Battis replied. "But be careful. These mirrors don't just show your face. They show your heart." Before Nilo could ask what that meant, the book opened in his hands, and a swirl of silver light wrapped around them. They landed in the middle of a bright, sparkling square. Everything shimmered, buildings made of polished mirrors, shiny cobblestones, floating glass bridges. Nilo could see himself everywhere he turned. "Whoa," he whispered. "This place is shiny." Battis sniffed the air. "And suspiciously clean," he said, wrinkling his nose. Nilo giggled, and they kept walking. He played in front of the mirrors, making faces, grinning, sticking out his tongue. His reflections followed perfectly again and again. But as they wandered deeper into the shimmering streets, something began to feel strange. The more reflections Nilo passed, the more his smile faded. He started spotting little things he didn't like about himself. "Ugh, my hair's always so messy." He smoothed it down with his hands, frowning. "Are my ears always this big?" He tugged gently at one. "I wish I could change everything about me." Battis sighed, shaking his head. "Oh no, not again, kiddo." He flicked his tail with mock drama. "If I had a coin for every time you said that, I'd own the whole Mirror City by now." Battis turned to look at him, his expression more serious now. "I think," he said slowly, "it's time you met the mirror of the heart." "To met the what?" Nilo blinked. Battis' tail flicked toward a clearing at the end of the path. Standing alone on a small pedestal was a tall, heart-shaped mirror. Its frame glowed softly. Nilo stepped in front of it and saw nothing. "It's just a soft silver mist. Where's my reflection?" he asked. Battis sat down beside him. "You won't see anything until you stop looking with your eyes and start looking with your heart." Nilo looked confused. "That doesn't make any sense." Battis smiled gently. "It will. Close your eyes. Think about who you are, not just what you look like." Nilo shut his eyes. Battis spoke softly. "Remember when you comforted your mom after she burned the cookies?" Nilo nodded. "And when you stood up for that smaller kid on the playground, even when the others were mean?" Nilo nodded again, slower this time. "And the time you gave up your turn so someone else could go first?" A small smile appeared on Nilo's face. The mirror shimmered. Nilo opened his eyes and gasped. He was there, his complete reflection, smiling warmly back at him. But it wasn't just a regular reflection. It glowed from the inside, bright, kind, and full of light. "I can see me," Nilo whispered. Of course you can, Battis purred. Now you're seeing the truth. Nilo stared wide-eyed. I didn't do anything special. You did the most special thing of all, said Battis. You remembered who you are. Then he added softly, never forget, you're so much more than what you see in the mirror. So be kind to yourself. Talk to you like someone you love. Nilo stood a little taller. Okay, I'll try to be nicer. To me. Battis smiled, eyes twinkling. That's my boy. The heart-shaped mirror glowed brightly, then slowly faded as a gentle silver swirl of light rose around them once more. They were lifted into the air, floating gently back toward the open book. As the magical library came back into view, Battis looked sideways at Nilo. So, he smirked, ready for the next adventure? Or do you want to stare at yourself a bit longer? Nilo burst out laughing. Nope, I'm good. Let's go. The swirling silver light gently faded, and the warm glow of candlelight returned as Nilo and Battis landed again in the heart of the magical library. For a moment, they just stayed still in the quiet. Battis looked up at Nilo with a soft purr. You're perfect just the way you are, kiddo. Ears included. Nilo smiled, then knelt and wrapped his arms around him. Thanks, Battis.